So, this is my air fryer, and a couple of days ago it decided to not work. So in today's video I'm gonna try to fix it, but first let me show you how it's broken. So I put this thing in the container and I put it for maybe 1-2 minutes, and as you can see, or maybe hear, it's not doing a lot of noise. So the fan inside is not spinning, but I can take the container out, and if I put my hand in, I do feel that it's warm inside. So it is heating, but it's just not pushing the air down onto this container to heat the food. So that's not a very useful product, and I'm gonna try to make it useful again. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 screws. We have to get those out, and also I'm not plugged in. So how does this look? Okay, so we do have some wires to take care of, but I'm wondering, are these connected here? And can I just take them off? Because I think maybe it's just to that connector. I don't know if you can see it, but here's a connector with a switch inside of it. But let me inspect this a bit further. Okay, so you have clips like that. Then you have 4 screws. So I'm wondering, but no, they have, okay. Here are 2 wires leading up there, and there's also 2 wires leading down to the side. So let me check here if it wants to focus, if I can take it out somehow. I'm gonna try to figure this one out. Alright, so I wanted to try out this thing because these 2 wires are connected to this button, and as you can hear, maybe it does click, and I just wanted to test to see if maybe that's the button that's the issue. So I have the leads connected now, and when I press this, it should beep. If I can press it. Wait, oh, really need to get a tripod. Never mind. Can I just stick it in there maybe? Nope. Okay, I think this should hold it. Now if I press the button, we can hear we have a connection. So it's not this button that's the problem. So that's good to know for me. So now that we know that the button is not an issue, I'm thinking maybe this plastic piece can stay on, and we can remove this button to then be able to take these wires off, and then I think we can get this top, or wait, bottom section off. So I'm gonna remove the screws. Let's see, these are not the same, so I'll put them there. And that seems like the button now is loose. So I should be able to just take it off. Yes, alright. And now... Okay, wait. So that's not the issue. I can see... I need a bit more hand here. Okay, no, I'm done. Okay, it was good that I took off the button, but the wires were stuck inside of these holes, so that's why I had a problem getting that out. Alright, that's good. So the rest of the wires go down here, and I have to figure out a way to get through these heatsink down to the fan here. See, it's not stuck at least the fan. I think there's some screw here, so I think that's the first thing I'll do. And also, when you put the tray in, not only do you click this button, I'm just checking to see if maybe it needs some lubrication, but yeah, the tray also pushes down these two prongs, and I think those are the ones that actually activate so that the fan spins. But it doesn't, and it's gonna be interesting to see why it doesn't. Alright, I'm gonna try taking this apart further, and we'll see how it goes from there. Much better. Alright, so to get this part out, I need to remove these two screws. So let's get that done. And I've also noticed here are two screws as well. This one doesn't really want to come off, so I think maybe this is loose enough to just pull it out. I'm not really sure actually. Let me test another screwdriver. It seems to want to come out. Oh wait, okay, maybe it shouldn't come out because if you look here, these parts are now loose. Yes, I think those screws are holding in these ones. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna get that out. I'm gonna investigate for a bit. Alright, so after trying with some force, I can see that this part is loose, and all I needed to do was just to apply a bit of force. But the thing I'm thinking about now is that I don't know if there's a clip here or not, and I really wouldn't want to break this part. Let's try it. Okay, that wasn't that bad. Alright, so we are inside, and I can see here's an LED, here's another one. They're probably supposed to sit inside of here. We have these parts here, or probably just the potentiometers for what is it now? Let's check it out. For the temperature and the timer. And yeah, they're probably spring loader or something. But it's not super easy. There's the motor inside of there. Let's see, can I turn up the flash here? No, I cannot. Alright. Alright, I'll just have to take a poke around and see what's wrong with it then. Okay, so what I have found is that, I'll show you quick. There is a space between this plastic and that plastic. And I think maybe if I loosen up these screws here, then I can get into it. Also, this air fryer has like a ding sound when it's done. And this is the potentiometer, I guess, that you have to turn to get the timer running. And I think when it's done, it's actually this bell that rings. That's kind of fun. Just a little FYI. But let's see. Where is my iFixit screwdriver? Not sponsored, but please do. I wouldn't mind. And there is only one lonely screw that I'm terrible at getting at. Are you supposed to do it from this way? Okay, I got it now. Let's try to get this apart. Come on. I hope it's magnetic. That's just a pain. I think it's almost out. Alright. Maybe that's good enough. I'll just try to... No, I can't. Do I have... No, there you go, the plane. But anyway, let's try this one because it's a bit more magnetic. Okay, we got it. So let's put it here so I have them sorted. And let's see what happens with this. I'm just checking it. Okay, can I get this out now? Perhaps I can. No, that's not budging. Alright, what are you holding on to? Is it holding on to this rim? But I mean, I don't see how that's gonna hold everything into place. Let's see, can I get in here somehow? Okay, I can. But I can't pry it open. Alright, I'll take another look around and see what I come up with. Alright, so I think I found something, and I'm not sure you guys can see it, but just give me a second. I need something to point with. Down here, you see that shiny thing? That's a screw. And also, okay, let me just turn this around so we can see better. Maybe we can see that screw first. It was here, wasn't it? No, I think it's here. You see that shiny thing? That's a screw. And let me check around. Okay, so there as well, there is another screw. So I think I have to get those out, and we'll see what that gets us. Alright, so I found also that there was a screw inside of here, and there's probably one hiding right about, come on, LED, right about here. The thing is, they're really hard to get to, especially with this screwdriver, which is my thinnest one, but it's still a really tight fit. So I'm gonna get those screws off camera, and we'll see how it's going. Also, surprise dog. Okay, but I'll get that fixed and we'll see if we can get it off. So it's been quite a while. I had to abandon my idea of using this screwdriver with this nice grip and use this teeny tiny rusty screwdriver, because that was the only thing that could navigate inside of these holes. And on top of that, I have only gotten 3 screws, and here's the first one. As you can see, it's not too bad. A little bit stripped, but you can still use it. But I'm still thinking that I have a stash of screws over here, so I'm gonna probably use one of these. Well, let me show you now. I've taken out this one, and this one, and I have only this one left. But to take out these 2 screws, I don't know if you can see that, but look how stripped that is. There's like nothing, it's just a circle. So I'm gonna have to throw that away. And the same with this one, also super stripped. So they don't really want you to get into this, but maybe I can show you at least. Wait, can I show you that? Maybe not from this side, but it's really hard to record with one hand. Okay, I can't really do that, but this part is lifting at last. I would have to use 2 hands to show you, but it's coming off, so I only need to get that screw, and I'm finally in. So it's a couple of days later, and I finally got out the stripped screw. And for those who are wondering how I got it out, So I think I effed up a bit. I got the screw out that was stripped, and I tried to get the bottom out, but it didn't want to come out. And that's because the heat element down here is stuck. So I loosened some screws around here, about 2, and it still doesn't want to come out. So I was thinking, well, how in the world am I gonna get into this? And then I noticed something. Do you see this? This is a post. And in this post, there are screws. 4 screws, which I totally missed. So I have to get those out as well, and hopefully all the work I did on the bottom will still be helpful. But yeah, I missed that one, but that's fine. That's what we're here for, learning from my mistakes. Lost the footage of the fix, but the problem was that the wiring inside of here wasn't making a proper connection, so it was just loose wires. I think it works perfectly.